All right. Oh my goodness, the clouds just cleared away. It was pouring down rain here a minute ago. You couldn't even see the mountains behind me. But sure enough, whenever I go live, it takes a minute and then the weather seems to clear up. Either way, we're here. I know y'all voted for the TBM 850. Well, I had already loaded into the PC-12. And so yeah, so it was close enough. I figured I'd override it. Plus, I haven't flown it since the latest update, which I know it's been a while now, but I kind of want to see if there's been any significant change to the update for the PC-12. You can see over here there's still some there's still some rain moving in. We got a couple King Airs on the as well. Looks like they're gonna be flying with us. I think Team Vodka's over there in a PC-12 as well. So we're gonna be taking this bad boy up to Milford Sound from here to where are we going? I forget what the destination is called, but we'll figure it out together. We did this flight a long time ago on the New Zealand tour when we flew into Milford Sound, which was absolutely spicy. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to see this PC-12. We'll see how it is. We'll see if it's been fixed at all. I know they did update a couple of things. So livery is looking good. Good to see everyone here tonight. Zempo, good to see you. Nick, Jeremy's in the house. Jeff L, McAllen, Fubar. How is everyone? Welcome back. Round 2. Let's go. VATSIM reinstall? No. VATSIM can... No VATSIM for me. Zach Lewine, Nick's Aviation, Alex 5150, TV Flight. This is New Zealand. Ailerons into the wind. Good to see you. Dr. Drake Ramore on board. Hey, Ailerons into the wind. Good to see you, my man. Gear up. Good to see you. Hayden is here. Good evening, sir. The Speedbird, the British lad. It's Bill's Mafia? Bill's Mafia's here. Hey, man, good luck. Good luck out there, Bill's Mafia. Ken Lee May, Al W. Good to see you. Chuck Blake. What up, man? Good to see you. Tom Pasco, John Seifert, and Tiger Dude. All right. Let's give it a shot. This isn't a TBM and chill. This is a pseudo props after dark stream, because I'm just curious. Taking a look at the windsock right there, we are going to take off away from the mountain, so that's good. Let's see if I remember how to fly this thing. I don't know if I remember how to fly it. I know we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to go ahead and scroll this puppy up out of the way. Now, what's kind of cool is on the flying doctor service here, hello, looks like we've already loaded up with some cargo, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get our job done. Jeez. And let's go battery on. Battery's coming on, and I think we always have ground power, right? External power on. Then we'll go standby bus on. And I wanted to load up the flight plan. Yeah, there we go. Remove the control lock. We also need to do a couple other things, don't we? We need to go out there and everything. Did the pitot tubes get pulled? I think the pitot tubes got pulled, yeah. Why is our igniter on? Is that normal? That doesn't seem normal. Making sure I don't have any conflicting conflicting ignition isn't auto, so okay. Either way, we're on ground power. Let's load up our flight plan here. Let's take a look at it. We'll hit the OK button on here. I flew this a while ago. Let's hit OK. Let's hit OK, and we'll load up our flight plan here. We'll do our fuel reset. Actually, we'll do that after we start up. That's right. We'll do that after we start up. We're just going to load in the flight plan. So we'll go flight plan, and we'll go NZ. Let me pull up my Navigraph here. Milford Sound to Mount Cook is where we're going. Well, this is going to be kind of interesting to do with. Frame gen on. Hold on. Because every time I click, it goes away over there. So I have to do it this way. Give me a second. I have to pull up my flight plan on the other side. All right, NZMF for Milford Sound. From there, we are going to where's my flight plan at? What the heck is going on here? Oh, it's just 2 fixes. That's why. Not in China. It's Quebec, November. There we go. New Zealand, not in Greenland. And then from Quebec, November, it is Romeo Yankee. That's New Zealand. That's the one we want, New Zealand. And then our destination of Mount Cook, November, Zulu, Mike, Charlie. This is the hardest part. I still got to figure out my GTN. November, Zulu, Mike, Charlie, Mount Cook, enter. Excellent. That's good. So that's loaded up. We can put that on the terrain page. Fantastic. We'll clear those warnings out. Our flight plan's in the box. I joke about the ATR. I think it's currently broke. Yeah, I think it is. Something with the hydraulics. Yeah, Tyson, I've heard that too. Yeah, Jeremy, the sounds on this one are really good. So we'll take a look at it. I don't know why the igniter is going off right now. I feel like that should not be happening. But anyway, we are idle and cut off. That looks good. Let's come up top. Let's do our nav lights on, our beacon lights on. We got to go ahead and close that door real quick. There's a quick load up. This is just kind of a test flight, you know. I want to do one short stream. We are closed and armed. That's good. Beacon is on for start. Fuel pumps are in auto. We're going to go ahead and turn. Generators are off. We'll turn the standby bus off. And we could do an external power start. So we'll do an external power start. That looks good. Inert SEP is off. And seatbelt sign is on. No smoking sign is on in the flying doctor service. And from there, I think it's pretty simple. We're just going to hit the engine starter push button. Does sound great. Looking for 12%. There's our light. Tyson, yeah, it shouldn't be snowing. I don't know why it is. I don't know why it is. We got a good start, so now we'll go external power off. Generator 1, generator 2. Turn the standby BOS off, actually. We don't have that. That's inverter 1. Oh, battery 2. Whoops. I probably just popped a breaker. We just pop a breaker by doing that. That way we messed that all up. It's been a minute. I haven't flown this airplane at all since the last stream, but I wanted to just do a quick checkup tonight. No, all our breakers are still in. That looks good. All right, overhead is set. We'll definitely get the inert SEP open and the probes heater on for right now. We don't need the prop heat or anything like that. All right, overhead is set. Let's go ahead and set up some internal lighting here. Oh, that's a little much. Good. Magic barrel ref. Let's see. Our altitude, we're going to set. Where are we going up to? I'm going to set 10,000 for now. We got to go higher than that. Let's make it 14.5. And then we'll pull vertical speed, and we're going to arm it at 1200. All right, 14.5, we need to arm the altitude. Vertical speed, 1200 is pre-selected. Let's go ahead and... Why do we have an autopilot test message? Because we need to do the pusher test. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the pusher, if I remember how to do this. Add a little torque. Adding a little bit of torque. Why are we not getting a pusher? Oh, flaps 15. Thank you. That's exactly right. Flaps 15. That takes a while to do. So while that's coming out, let's do the other thing here. ECS, cabin altitude. This was backwards, wasn't it? We'll set, was that 16? So that's 17. We'll set 17 for now. Vodka said 23. We're going all the way up to 230. Jeez. All right, let's do that. Let's set 230 in here. 23 is set. We'll put this at the 12 o'clock position. All right, and that is, we'll go ECS auto. Cabin, everything else looks good. Temperature, I don't know why, but we'll warm it up. Now we're looking good. Now we can do the pusher test. Let's hit the pusher button. Add a little bit of torque. There she is. It's going to pull it in. Press that down. Pull it back out. Wait for the ding. And push her off. There we go. And we can depress that. We are checked. That looks good. All right, 14.5. Where's my brightness knob for this puppy at? Is there a PFD brightness? It's down here, maybe. That's the panel light, cockpit. It's in a separate spot. I know you are. I know it's a tiny knob somewhere. Do the fuel reset here one more time. All right, everything looks good. Was there not a PFD brightness knob? I know there is. That's what happens when you don't fly airplanes in a while. Oh, right here. That's what the knob I was looking for. There we go. Much better. All right. That looks good. Now, we still have autopilot test light on. Let me do the autopilot test here.
Warning, autopilot trim.
Alright, so we test is complete. That got rid of that test light. That's cool. I know we're not on VATSIM, but let's set 122.8. We'll put this in terrain mode, which we have. And then we'll put this one, we'll turn this on, we'll squawk VFR, and we'll put you in nav page 1. There we go, just like that. We'll squawk VFR. We'll call it 1200. .1200 is set on there. And I think we're ready to go. We'll change our CDIs over to nope. What do we want to use? We want to use GPS. There we go. Nav source selector to GPS has been selected. 41 miles to our first waypoint. All right, we're finally getting there. Oh, our stream banner? Oh, we don't even need that. RIP. We don't need that tonight. We're just going incognito tonight. Which is a test flight. This is a live test flight here. Where is that? We don't need that. All right. This is actually pretty crazy with this weather right here. Taxi light is on. We'll get the, I gotta tell you what, we'll get them all on here because we're gonna be back taxiing. So all our lights are on. Everything looks good there. That's in auto. We need to go recirc. We need the fans on low. Cabin heating, foot heating for sure. All right. Did I not buy my parking brake? I didn't. All right. Brakes are released. Wow, look at this. This is some juicy weather. Where is the, there's no windshield wiper on this airplane? I guess there's not, huh? There's no windshield wiper. All right, screw it. Hold the brakes, and I'll fly right by. No, we cannot do VFR in these conditions with bomb tech, but we don't have any ATC, so it doesn't really matter. Prop is your wiper. Wow, so you can see the visibility has completely shifted now. Look at that. So remember we saw the mountain when we loaded into the stream? Now we can't see any of it. Let me reset my camera view here a little bit. Ooh, there goes a King Air. That's awesome. I feel like I need to raise my seat a little bit. Oh, watch out, Tug. Oh, dang it. Hold on. I guess that's as good as it's going to get right there. Right there, that's the goal. Save that one. All right. Milford Sound traffic, Pilatus, Fox, X-ray, Zulu, taxi into the active. Here we go. Oh, we can take this taxi right here. I thought we had a back taxi. I was going to back taxi. Good thing we don't have to do that. Let me do a reverse check, make sure my binding is set up. Man, this cockpit is so roomy. It's like, yep. All right, that works good. We're flaps 15.
EGPWS system OK.
All right, JipWiz is working. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need to climb like crazy out of here. Our runway heading is gonna be about 270, right? Yeah, there's on multiplayer. So there's a couple guys. In the Discord or the members section that are flying on this server. This weather putting a whole nother meaning to Dr. Killer. I mean, this weather is wild. Look at this. Rip wingtips there. We're going through the grass, but it's a PC-12. It can handle it. Heading 300 on departure, says Team Vodka. We'll be 300 on the heading initially. Now there is a special procedure for getting out of here. I'll take a quick look at it on the Navigraph charts here. Pascal Hans, we're departing Milford Sound. Let me look at the taxi. There is no SIDS. I have no charts available for Milford Sound. What? That's interesting. Oh, alright, disregard that. I thought I had charts for coming out of here. All right, we got enough fuel. We got 2,000, right? Yeah, so 4. We're looking good there. This is actually kind of scary. Let's go ahead and stop right here for a second. Make sure everything is set. All right, pressurization is set. First officer can be on GPS as well. 1200. All right, what else do we need? So EPS should be armed. We never did the EPS test. Oh well, that's armed. All lights are on. All right, let's give it a shot. No yaw damper, but we are trimmed for takeoff. Why is the cabin temp 44C? That's really hot. Let's go ahead and crank it back down a little bit. Let's see if it... I think that might be a bug too. There's no way it's 44C in the cabin. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. It'll be 093 eventually, but we gotta fly heading 300. We'll go high idle. Really making me wish I had a second PT6 Air for like a King Air. All right, we're lined up, heading 300 initially. I don't know if this is a great idea. I don't know if this is a great idea. No yogas. Roll forward pressure on the stick. Heading 300. Vertical speed is armed. Send it. We'll hold the brakes. Release the brakes, and we're looking for about 40 PSI on the torque. That was an interesting light. Airspeed's alive. Rotate. Chase positive rate. Coming to heading of 300. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're above 100 knots. Flaps up. Yaw damper on. Oh my word. Why are there mountain goats in the clouds? And just like that, we're out of it. That is pretty cool. Oh my gosh. We're going to fly out and away from this terrain here. We can zoom out our terrain map. Now you can really see the terrain on the 530 over here. Now I need to brighten up my PFD now that we're out of it. There we go. We'll just keep hand flying it right now. We got it trimmed out. Nice orthos there on those vertical mountains. Maintaining about 150 on the K knots. You think you see Frodo in the Fellowship off the left wing there? Man, that was really cool. And that's another reason why turn the sim down. I'm loving the sim, you know, like you talk about X-Plane a lot, but having that dynamic weather, I mean, in what sim do you get that, and like, what kind of add-ons do you need for X-Plane to do that? I mean, that's crazy awesome. Oh, I like that nose view right there. All right, we're clear of that terrain. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll keep hand flying. We'll lower the nose a little bit though. We're gonna make a left turn back around to intercept. We can bump our torque up a little bit. What's our ITT? 700, so that looks good. I think our limit's 750 in the climb out, right? Let's start a casual left turn, maintain 150 knots. We're gonna go back direct to our first waypoint, Quebec, November. I do forget how awesome the hand flies though. The hand flying on this airplane is nice, at least on takeoff. I feel like they fixed that yaw a little bit there. Normally when you hit at 80 knots, if you're still on the ground at 80 knots, it was like throwing you off the runway. Remember the flight mode would take over, or what they were saying, something like that? I didn't feel that on this particular departure. We'll have to see if it holds true for landing. Oh, at Ushuaia, Tyson, yeah, that was crazy. Remember the whales on approach? We'll do another Ushuaia visit in the winter, so it'll be summer. We'll have to wait till the summer, and then it'll be winter down there. Definitely getting some chop now as we climb above these, climb into the winds up here. All right, keep that turn coming around. All right, there's 10,000 feet. Now we're really going to lower the nose. I'm going to try to trim her out roughly around that 1,200 mark. 1,200 feet per minute. That looks about right there. We'll go ahead and go autopilot on, nav mode on, and we'll do vertical speed engage. In vertical speed, 1,200 is engaged. We're at 10,000 feet. Why is terrain inhibit on? We'll turn that off. Terrain inhibit off. Nav is captured. We're vertical speeding at 1,200 feet per minute. Capturing the nav. Let's go ahead and kill some of these lights. We'll go taxi, landing, wing, and recogs off. Inert SEP and probes. Actually, no, probes stay on. Inert SEP, we'll close that. Now, WSH, that's the windshield, right? I think this is the windshield heat we don't need right now. Whoa, that is sweet. Look at that view. All right, I like this quick and dirty little after dark flight here. That is epic. The rain on clear days in X-Plane is starting to get old. Yeah, I've seen guys complaining in the Discord about that, about having issues with rain on clear days in X-Plane. That's unfortunate. Man. I gotta take a screenshot out of that. That's... wow. The cover for FS 2024. It could have been. Alright. ITT is at 750, so we're basically temped out on our limit. We're doing 1,200 feet per minute. Going back to IMC. Under at 7. I'm just going to keep it on for now. I wish I could do, listen, I gotta have to rebind my views here. Oh, there we go. That's a good wing view. Do that. I couldn't do the other views because the boxes are in the way. This will be, there, perfect. Two good wing views right there. And actually, I'm gonna bind this view right here. I'm gonna do this one. Right. XP72 view. That is so cool. Lost in space. Where are you at? You going in, Doc, man? That's awesome. What airplane are you going to be on? Maddie Isla, welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board. Welcome to Team Green. Exclamation point welcome for your new perks here on the channel. Appreciate you joining in. What was that alert? Is that because of our altitude? Oh yeah, we need to keep going. 23,000 feet is where we're going. Vertical speed 1300 feet going up to the 230. Yes, it did not capture the altitude. Good, so we're looking good. But Neil's also welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have 2 new members on. Appreciate you. Exclamation point welcome. We'll give you your new perks here on the channel. We get to do fun things like this after our main streams. Doing a little messing around tonight. Doing a little product update check here on the PC-12. I was supposed to be on the PC-12, but they put me on the 208. Oh, really? Lost in space? 208's a good airplane, though. Yeah, Hasso Basso. I got banned from that sim, man. I'm still trying to recover my email so I can figure out what the reason was, but I don't know. Banned from the VAT sim. Delta Tango, happy landings, my friend. You have a good one. Turboprop streams do draw new members, Tom. Yes, they do. I'm really hoping that I will have something of great awesomeness to share for all my Turboprop members here in the near future. In the near future. I'm really hoping that. I love turboprops on this sim. I really, really do. Man, are we hitting some waves or something here? What's going on? I'm going to lower this vertical speed a little bit. 1,000 feet per minute. The torque is falling off, but I don't think we're too heavy to get up there. I think we'll be all right. Oh, I just love this view over the nose. Chuck Blake, man. Another $50 super chat. Chuck Blake, thank you for all the support today, my man. I really appreciate that. And another 50 to make sure that you check out some of the offerings from ASW, like Fiddler. What's ASW? ASW? Talking about SWS? I appreciate you, though, Chuck Blake. Thank you for the $50 bone, man. Appreciate it. The second one today. Very, very kind of you. Thank you for the massive support. Oh, look at that, though. I love the terrain in New Zealand. It is just stunning. Cody, yeah, I'm not sure, man. I thought so too, but who knows, man. I mean, it's the second time they've come after me for that, so I don't know. I'm kind of over it at this point, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, the Georgia bourbon, yes. Yes, Chuck Blake. Indeed. You know what? Thank you for reminding me, though. I need to stop by on the way home. I got some stuff to pick up, but I will check it out for sure. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it, man. I'm going to need it after today. Had a couple of long streams, and I'm going to need a nice little relaxation. Maybe watch a PC-12 video. Refresh my system's depth. I don't know. So for all that are in the chat, have you been flying the PC-12 after that last update? I say new. It's new to me. I haven't flown it. I know they updated it a couple weeks ago now, I think. What are your takes on it? I still think the sounds are phenomenal, right? That was never a question. I'm really curious now to see what the landing characteristics are going to be like, because the takeoff, even though we hit that 100 knot mark and we weren't completely airborne, I didn't get that crazy yaw that we were getting. So, I don't know. So far, so good. Get that Lear 35 sounds be damned. Bomb Tech. I know. Might happen as well. It's going to happen this week. Evamo, thank you for the membership milestone chat, man. Quality stuff. Thank you for your streams. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're tuning in and you like this stuff, all turboprop streams, everybody's got to hit the like button. We got to hit, because that tells me, that tells the algorithm, yes, use this video in the algorithm, and it makes it more worth my time to do turboprop stuff, and I absolutely love it. This one's not like a real hardcore turboprop stream, because we're just testing, but if you like turboprops like me, smash that like button. I know y'all can do it. Thank you for the support, guys. I thought of you when I saw someone trying a beautiful bourbon glazed salmon. Ooh, Jeremy, I love a good bourbon glazed salmon. I used to make one really good. I haven't done it in a long time because I don't have a gas grill, so it's kind of a pain to do it with like a charcoal fire. But I used to do a bourbon glazed salmon on a cedar plank. So I would I have a special rub that I use, and then I put the salmon fillet on a cedar plank, and I put it over real high heat. That's when I use my gas grill, which I don't have anymore because I traded out my Camp Chef. And it would get so hot that the cedar plank would actually ignite. And I would let the cedar plank ignite and get kind of charred up on the edges. And then I would take it off the heat, and then I'd throw it in the indirect heat for another, I don't know how long, not even 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the size of the meat. And then I'd put my glaze on there, and it'd get all nice and caramelized. Oh my goodness, making me hungry, Jeremy. Vega 13, do I love a late night prop stream? I do too, I really do. All right, 19 for 23, we're still climbing out, all right. Torque is, all right. Ooh, that's not good. Good thing we don't have damage. See, that's the one thing I can't, It makes it less spicy. I think 775, I think I remember something about 775 being a limit. You know, if this was a TBM, we would have just torched something right now. We'd have to be watching our engine wear. But we might be a little fat for 23. Let me go ahead and reduce that vertical speed down to let's do 600 feet per minute here. We're about to make a turn, so we're 600 feet per minute vertical speed. Our torque is back down to 750. Let's get ready for this epic turn out here. Oh, there's the waters of what you were saying, Dougal. Cooking with V1, a new channel? Maybe. At least I won't have anything to get banned with. Do you ever see yourself going full-time streamer? No, Captain Will, not really, man. That would not be wise. Now, I'd be able to stream a lot more if I had my own internet, you know? To have to rent an office space out makes it a little bit more challenging. Oh my gosh, there's the turn. Oh, that is just so cool. Young Cereal Box, good evening. Yeah, if we lost an engine right now, we would have some serious issues. I don't know if I can make 23, Vodka. This is, well, I guess we're doing alright. I'm not that heavy. I like how it tells you your endurance right there at plain sight. It's kind of cool. 247. We got plenty of gas. Looks like we overshot that turn a little bit. Resync our heading bug. Now we got to make sure we plan once we get up here. I'll tell you what, we're going to not go at 23. We're going to go at 22. There's our alert. We're going to level at 22. I think we're a little too heavy for 23. There was an E2C Hawkeye squawking 7700 earlier, about an hour ago, diverted to Grand Junction. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. All right, 22,000 feet. Inert SEP is off. Turn the seatbelt sign off. We'll let her level out here, see what kind of speeds we get at 22,000. How much performance do you lose with the inert SEP? It really depends on the airplane and the variant of PT6 you have, but it can definitely make a difference. I'd say, you know, a couple percentages for sure. On the PC-12, I don't really know off, you know, the book numbers, but at light weights, it's really nothing noticeable. Where you really got to start being careful with the inert SEP is like if you're high density altitude and a high gross weight, and then now you got to throw in maybe some rain or something like that where you got to be careful, then you might start temping out sooner than you would. But it's not significant. It's not like, oh my gosh, I turned the inert SEP on and I'm losing 50% performance. I'd say it's probably in the single digits, maybe low teen digits of percentage that you would be impacted. How do you make the salmon, not get too sweet? Oh, so Jeremy, it's the key is in the rub. So the rub that I would put on the salmon contained, I wouldn't say significant, but a moderate dose of cayenne pepper to bring the heat up. So if you bring the heat up, then the glaze kind of, it helped with the heat, so it didn't taste too sweet. If you didn't have enough spice on it, someone who doesn't like a sweet dish, it would probably, like my wife, she doesn't really like sweet, like a sweet salmon. It would probably be too sweet. But if you turn the heat up, it cancels each other out perfectly. We might be perfectly cruised out here at 29% torque. All right, let's see where we're going up here. Now, what's going to get really interesting is landing this thing. I don't know, getting the PC-12 into where we're going is going to be... So, excuse me, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Milford Sound, airports, Mount Cook, procedures, approaches, arrivals, none. How come I don't have any information? Is that normal? I'm looking at my Navigraph. It might be having an issue. So Mount Cook, we can land 3-1. Transition altitude's 13,000. There are no charts for Mount Cook. Cool. No weather either, so we're going to hopefully land on 3-1. All right, we're back on the main screen. Cruising now. Hey, this is... Go figure. We spent all that time trying to have any scenery or any weather when we were doing the New Zealand tour, and now it was pretty much clear. It was like the METAR system was broken. And now it's all nice and weathery. Yes, they are pressurized. I definitely want to see another steam gauge King Air stream. Oh yeah, Bombtech, those are probably my favorite. The King Air and the TBM 850 are definitely my two favorite turboprops right now. Did I get banned from Navigraph? Tom, I hope not. Hey, Team Vodka, will you make sure that there's no charts for Navigraph? I want to make sure I didn't get banned from Navigraph too. Man, it's 1 a.m. over here and you're catching me with your food. Dude, I'm hungry. I'm gonna see. Wow, it's 7 o'clock. Jeez. It is a late night. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, hanging out with me. Speaking of, I need to get some more cedar planks for salmon. I also need to work on a dry rub for my Korean girlfriend that doesn't care for sweet so much. Need that dry heat. Yes. Yes, Chuck Blake. Dry heat is key, man. What advantages does a T-tail have over a regular tail? I actually don't know what the advantages would be. Like, aerodynamically speaking, I do not think there's any advantage to the T-tail. Well, I take that back. So, you've got a lot of undisturbed air when you take the vertical stab off the fuselage and you put it up here on the top. The problem with that, I mean, that can definitely increase some performance, some low-speed performance, because you're getting your tail flying much sooner. But the drawback to that is if you stall, depending on how you put this airplane in a stalled state, you could wash out that tail. You know, that tail will stop flying. The AOA on the tail will exceed its critical angle of attack before the wings do. This is something that you teach when you're flying well, at least when I was flying T-tail, we were training students in the Piper Seminole, same deal. So you got the T-tail. Man, if you try to fly that nose down, a lot of times on the Airbus I talk about flying the nose down right after the mains touch, don't just let it slam down. If you try to fly a T-tail down too long, it's going to stop flying and then you're instantly going to drop because the AOA is just going to be exceeded, or it's not going to have enough effectiveness to keep the nose up quicker than you might expect with an airplane with a horizontal stab down here, down low. So while it has some advantages, like I said, low speed, getting the elevator up out of the undisturbed air quickly. I mean, you don't have any prop, or very little, if any, prop wash over the top. So you can get effectiveness earlier. You also lose it depending on how you come in with those wings. So you got to be, it's a mix, it's a trade-off. But to just flat out say, oh, the T-tail is better 100% because of X, I really don't have a good reason for you. It's just a design characteristic, and with most designs, you have advantages and disadvantages to both. And that's pretty much the main one I can think of for the T-tail for you right now, is that low speed, getting it out of the air, undisturbed air, effectiveness at low speed. I mean, this PC-12, man, you can take it off 80 knots like you're flying, which is good. But don't try to come in at 50 knots and then stall. You could get, or if you get lazy, vertical speed, climb out, that would be probably the more significant threat is a deep stall. So let's say you put it in vertical speed, you got your power back, and you forget about it, you're chatting, and that indicated airspeed bleeds way off, that AOA exceeds, gets really high, and then you get deep stalled at altitude. Even at altitude, you get deep stalled, virtually unrecoverable. Not saying you can't do it, depends on the situation. But you could put a T-tail into a unrecoverable stall. You could, if you spin this airplane, it could be unrecoverable as well. You know the PC-12, you can see prop vortices when in clouds? Oh, I didn't. That is awesome, matey. I will check it out. Hopefully we'll see it on the next, maybe coming down. I think I saw some prop vortices on one stream we did. Try smoked salmon? Yes, I've done some large smoked salmon fillets. Very good. Or not fillet as well. Yeah, I guess it's a fillet, like a big old slab, like a whole half side of salmon. I've smoked it. Very good. I like that as well. Making me hungry, man. We gotta stop talking about food. The stalling thing caused the prototype back 111 to crash? Yep. Yeah, Jeremy, I honestly, as far as, like larger jets have regular tails, regional jets have it, yeah, I think it's just a design characteristic, Someone decided I want to go with this design because of something. I don't know. I mean, just reinventing the wheel, honestly. Like, why would the MD-80 makes sense. Okay, so here's another reason, Jeremy. You can get the engines off the wings, right? So if you want better, or maybe you want a lower profile or a smaller jet, which I don't know why that would be such an advantage, but getting the engines off of the wings, so maybe getting it out of potential FOD ingestion. You get the engines off the wings, you can throw them up on the tail. Now you can have your T-tail and the engines on the tail, and everything's good. You'd have nothing on the wings. So it also would change the moment. The reduces. Well, now we're talking about engines on the tail versus the T-tail, but I'm trying to think of why jets would have a T-tail. So the MD-80, the 145, CRJ, I'll tell you what though, frame gen PC-12, oh my gosh. We are ripping the frames. T-tail gets less damage from gravel strips. If your vertical stab is getting damaged from gravel strips, or your horizontal stab rather. Yeah, I'm not saying no, maybe. It could be an option. Hi, Robot, good to see you, man. Why doesn't the tailplane need anti-ice on the jets? So you're talking about like the Airbus, like I know the Airbus specifically, the empennage has no de-ice or anti-ice. And that shocked me the first time I learned that. It really did. But Airbus has decided that you don't need it. It doesn't need it. Just the aerodynamic properties of the airplane. In icing conditions, it doesn't accumulate on the vertical and horizontal stab. Or it doesn't accumulate to the point where it would reduce the effectiveness. Migs, thank you for the 7 Canadian bones, man. Appreciate you, Migs. Thanks for the sport cooking with V1. I can hear it already. 300 likes and we yoga this grill with the lid off. Oh, Migs. I'm going to start a second channel for sure. Cooking with V1. That'd be funny, man. Start a hold, then I'll just go. I'll be like Captain Will. I'll retire from the airlines and do YouTube. I'll be a aviation streamer, a Food Network YouTuber. My goodness. Thank you, Migs. Appreciate you, man. Does having rear-mounted engines allow for shorter takeoff distance? I wouldn't say so. No. That's purely based on the lift properties of the wing and oops, I didn't want to do that. You know, and how much thrust you're throwing on the engines. I don't think that would change. I don't think that would change that. A direct impact. All right, we're getting ready to change over to course 0. Oh no, we're on 027. So we've got. When do we need to start down, Team Vodka? You let me know when we need to start down. What's our second leg distance? Oh my gosh, these views though. Flying a PC-12 over New Zealand. Where's Aviator Nick when you need him? What a beautiful country. I love this terrain down here. Did you see 74 gear? Tom, I did see that he got his captain stripe, yeah. I have to watch this last video. I started it and then I fell asleep. I gotta watch it. Descend now, says Team Vodka. All right, short and sweet tonight, folks. Short and sweet tonight. We're just checking in on the on the PC-12. We're keeping her honest. Later this week, we'll probably do a TBM and chill, a legit one. Let's go ahead and start on down. We'll do a vertical speed 1,000. Get the sounds up. Now with our vertical speed, we're gonna have to be mindful of that torque. Go ahead and bring some torque off the airplane so we don't want it to overspeed. Matter of fact, what we could do, let's do a level change. Can we do an IAS hold? Let's do an IAS hold. All right, so we're IAS holding. Beautiful. That's probably a better way to go down. I know Steve-O likes a vertical speeder down, but we're not at the TBM. Stunning views. Beer 30 here in Mexico. Tyson, it's beer 30 for me right now. You going to Flight Sim Expo in Vegas? Chris, I really am going to try to make that happen. What month is it? Do we have a month, Chris? What month is it? Do they have it out? No love for the FS Reborn. No, I'm sorry, Evamo. The twitchy pitchiness on that airplane and the G1000. Can't do it. I love what they did with the systems. I love it. I really do. I've seen videos. I've watched some YouTube content on that FS Reborn. But G1000 for me is almost a hard no on any airplane. But if guys were raving about the flight model being the best thing since sliced bread, then I might check it out. But all I've heard is it's too pitchy and twitchy. And it's G1000. So for those reasons alone, I'm out on the FS Reborn. There's probably a YouTube niche for cooking in one of those 0G files. Oh, there might be, Mix. There might be, man. There might be. Wow, look at the ice flows up there. This livery is awesome. Who made this livery? This is, look, you see the tinting on the glass. Royal Flying Doctor Service. PC-12. Awesome. Do you think the A300 is good or too pitchy? Captain Will, I enjoy the A300. I put a little bit of curve, so with every airline, with every airplane, you should have, I wouldn't say you should, you're probably going to need some curves in your hardware. Now, the TCA Boeing yoke, because of that, pendular axis, it makes it a little bit easier than, say, like a cheap alternative yoke. I've had some cheap Satex over the years where it gets sticky. You get that stick shin in the pitch column. Now, I've never tried a high quality like a Yoko or a Virtual, or I know there's some really high quality yokes. Now, I liked my honeycomb. Problem is, I started having phantom button presses, so that kind of ended the honeycomb for me. But every airliner should have a profile that you use. I mean, you can't just go straight linear across the board. So I think the A300 with a little bit of curve. I posted my settings. I think I have like a 15 curve on pitch and roll, pitch and roll, and it flies great, man. I don't think it's too pitchy at all. More descent, like a lot more. Well, the airport's right over here, right? Hold on. What's our distance to? This is what I need. Go ahead and bring that power out. Oh, the airport's right up in here. Oh boy. I still can't understand how you fly the Fenix with straight curves. Kemal, I can tell you why. What side stick are you using to fly the Fenix? If you say TCA stick, then that is your answer. That is why I can do it and you can't. Jeremy, yes. So the TBM in X-Plane is an exception, because I still think to this day the TBM 900 in X-Plane had the best G1000 representation on any sim. That's my biggest gripe with G1000s in SimWorld, is I'm familiar with the G1000 in real life, and it is such a capable unit. When you get to a sim version, even when developers claim, oh, it's a fully modeled G1000, they're not. They're light simulation, and I get that because there's so much you can model. Wow, we need to do a 360 here. Let's go heading mode. But the G1000 in X-Plane was so well done that I was okay with it. Not to mention, Jeremy, the unheard of airframe sharing. Like being able to share an airframe with a buddy and fly around the country, or fly around the world for that matter. Unparalleled. I still don't know a sim add-on to this day that allows you to share airframes, and everything is tracked. It's like if you forget to put the pitot covers on, you might have a blocked pitot tube, depending on how long the airplane sit. The engine cool down time was dependent upon if you put the engine cowling covers in or not. Like, that level of detail for a prop blew my mind. I've got a Verpal with no curve on the Fenix. There you go. You have the same one I have? You have a Warthog base, Kemal? Man, I don't know what. Something must be going on, man. So I'm running the Warthog base, and I think it flies great. Thanks for the stream. I got to catch the land. Hey, John, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for becoming a member. I know, Cody. The force feedback was epic. Desert's a big place. Shaq Oatmeal's here. V1 I am. Uh-oh. What do you say? I missed it. Oh, now I gotta. Oh, snap. I can't get up. Scroll back up. V1, what I am hearing, you're the wolf of Vatsim. Yeah. Yeah, Shaq. Apparently, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Vatsim decided to drop the hammer. All right, 1,000 feet to level off. Mr. Martini, welcome back. You're just in time. We did a 360 here for traffic. This should line us up pretty good. We're doing a 360. We're going to level 5,500 feet. We're just doing a little test flight. This is New Zealand, Antonio. Isn't it beautiful? Digital Merc, good to see you. Alright, there's our level off. We get a little power in so we don't slow all the way down. Alright, we're going direct to. Once we get visual, we'll set up for a full visual approach. I don't see the runway yet. Yeah, we got a nice little crab or something going on here. Why do I feel like that's not where we're supposed to be going? Oh, because it's not. We need to nav back to the left. We're in heading mode. And that is how you fly into a mountain. Someone said you got canned for not responding to controllers. Yeah, I haven't heard that. That would be news to me. I mean, I only ever stream on VATSIM, so when have I not responded to controllers? That would be news to me. That would be more of a shock than anything, really, because we flew, down to Aruba. I might have missed a radio call or two when we had 15 airplanes with the same 3 digits. But I don't think that was... I don't think that was egregious, right? I would be curious if that is the reason, like when. Because I don't stream offline, and everything I do is online. But, alright, let's go ahead and... I think I can see where the runway is. Kind of hard to make out there right now, but... I've seen countless streamers miss 5 calls in a row for stream. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. All right, Autopilot's coming off. Let me fly this thing. Flight director's coming off. Let's go ahead and get all our lights on. Landing, taxi, wing. Alert SEP is on. Seatbelts are on. It was the laid-back dude controlling to Caraco. Dude, if he reported us, I would be shocked. I can't believe it. I thought we did a good job handling all that. I really, really did. Must have been sketchy cargo streams in South America. We never had a controller on those streams. All right, let's go gear down. We're 13 miles. Now we got a real short strip here, so we're going to configure early because I want to kind of see how this airplane hand flies. I remember when you started slowing down, you would get that flight mode transition again. So because this is a testing stream, we'll go around altitude. We'll make it 4,500 feet. 4,500 feet is set. We'll go flaps 15 here, running the trim. Now I'm going to get the yaw damper off in a little bit. We want the yaw damper off for landing. Man, that runway is like all snowed in. It's just snow. It was probably way too early on the gear, wasn't it? Alright, let's go gear up for a second. Let's go gear up. We're doing testing, so it's okay. It's a testing stream, members only. I got banned from VATSIM for speaking too loud. Banned or timed out? Now that, no disrespect, but honestly, I'm okay. People need to be, maybe not banned, but they need to be made aware that their mics are too loud. That is the single biggest drawback to VATSIM, in my opinion, is like you'll be on the radio and everyone will be talking fine, and then you'll get one guy that just blows your eardrums out. So you got to set your mic up properly. There's ways to do it, but I mean, hopefully you're not banned for life. There's supposedly a runway down here, Ken. Are binoculars or binocular standard equipment? No. No, never had binoculars in a cockpit. I flew with the captain once. We used to bring them, though. Alright, we're 4,000, about 1,000 above. Now the runway is 3.2 or 3.3. Do we have a runway here? Oh, there it is. It's way out there. I think that's it, right? There somewhere. We're trimmed out, we're hand flying, we got the yaw damper on, so we're looking good. I was thinking 10 miles, like, in a jet. We're definitely a little early. Oh no, there's a runway. Where's this runway at, Team? Okay, I should have looked. No, that's definitely it. That's definitely the airport right there. That's definitely it. Shaq says, well, I just realized I was 25 minutes behind. Time to put the beer down. Shaq, welcome to real time, my friend. Perhaps Vassam should take a leaf out of aviation's book and teach people about their mistakes rather than punish them. Well, Dale, that's the thing, man. Like, I normally, I don't know for sure why I got banned. But what made it just suck a little bit more was the fact that, like, I was just talking about how 2024 was going to be my year. Like, I was motivated to make VATSIM a better place. You know, that was the plan. I just had, like, did water just come down my, did you guys see that? I don't know what that was. It looked like something was crawling down the windscreen. I thought it was on my monitor, but it was right here. That was really weird. Anyway, what I was saying is now we'll go gear down. You know, I wanted to make, that was the goal. That was one of the goals for 2024. And then when it, like, right after I say those things, I go to log into VATSIM and then banned. Anyway, that's the only reason why it stings. It's like, well, I was so motivated to do some good stuff, or try to, and it's not going to benefit me, right? Like, I'm not, VATSIM doesn't pay me, or VATSIM doesn't give two craps, you know, what I, well, apparently they care about something I did, but, I don't know. I just think that's kind of ridiculous. I asked that question, I was like, man, when are you going to answer? I'm like, that's what... Shaq, you gotta lay off the beer, brother. Let's put that beer down. Get a little water in there. All right, we're gonna hug this mountain. Recording is on in the wide arc. We're gonna get our approach flaps in here. Now it's been so long since I've flown them. Yeah, so flaps 30, 40 is what we need. So we're flaps 30. We're gonna go 40 for cinematic. Runway's in sight. Really hard to see. It blends in, but it's right here. It's this strip. We're gonna kind of hug this right side and line her up. We're going to go flaps 40 now for cinematic. Oh, we got to go yaw damper off. Okay, now this is the side slip thing, right? Our trims are pretty much centered. Now look what's happening in my airplane. Look, there goes that dot again. What is that? I don't know. Why are we side slipping so hard here? See this? Look at this. Something. I don't know. This is a little strange. You're not alone, Shaq. I'm going to join you tonight. As soon as I get on my way home, Chuck Blake has made some donations to punish the liver tonight, so. Alright, I'm going to try to straighten this out here with my rudders. Right, recording is on. Now let's see if we can chop and drop it, because we're at PC-12. Right rudder. A little left aileron. Oh my gosh, look at it come down. So that felt good. That felt realistic. Oh, okay, don't stall. Made me nervous. Right at 100 knots. That's beautiful terrain. Walk that power out. Oh gosh, that's gonna be firm. Oh geez. There's the marker.
Warning.
Okay. Alright, there's still a little funky. It's still a little funky. There's no way. There's no way it would just yaw you that hard. I don't know. Maybe I'm drunk. Who knows? Let's go ahead and clear here. That was spicy. The physics are off. The physics have to be off. I can't be the only one experimenting that, right? Experiencing that. Evamo. So I would agree and be like, oh, Microsoft ground physics, because Microsoft ground physics are funky. They are.
Warning, trim.
But I don't have that issue with the King Air, the TBM. She's super squirrely. The river view was immaculate. It was. I can't wait for the replay. That replay will still be nice. All right, we're gonna reset that. We'll reset you. We'll go over here where EMS is. Victor, I'm hoping they fix that in 2024. Actually, we should just put it in the hangar. Be like, hey, y'all need to fix the yaw. Something's wrong with my yaw here. Put it in the hangar. The sounds, though, are so awesome. Can we go in the hangar without hitting this tail? Should we try it? Oh, no, we won't. We won't clear. When's the last time you parked your airplane in a hangar in Microsoft Flight Sim? This is a really detailed hangar. Look at the look at the detail in here. Alright. Cut it. Now I don't want to shut it off because we want to watch the replay. But that's actually really cool. You would not want to be in here with that prop. I'll tell you that right now. The guy should turn around. Big Sierra. All right, well that's cool. Let's go ahead and watch our replay now. We'll let it all load up here. Big Sierra, thank you for the $10 super chat, my friend. Do you think AI will kill VATSIM once it catches up? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know how AI would kill VATSIM. I don't know how it would, but thank you for the $10 super chat. I mean, it's possible. With AI, man, a lot of things are going to be changing, dude. A lot of things are going to be changing here in the future with AI. That is for sure. Can you slip an airliner? You sure can. Ask the, who is that? Yeah, who mentioned that? Yeah, the Air Canada. 2 more months, BKJ Blueface. Look at you, 10 months, man. Appreciate you. PC-12 handle the transition from flight to ground physics weird. It's better if you land at 85 or below. Okay, Duffman, so that makes sense because I remember that being an issue on takeoff, so maybe I was just too fast and then that transition trips out. We'll have to... I'm going to continue to monitor this airplane. I think this airplane has a lot of potential. The sounds are amazing. The texturing is amazing. The system's depth, even though there's no failures or damaging right now, the system depth is pretty darn good. And the hand flying, minus this ground to air transition. So like you see right here, we started to get in this slip. Like, we shouldn't be slipping. If anything, yeah, there goes that thing again. Look at that. Look. What the hell is that? That's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. Something just feels wrong with this slip. I don't know. It feels mechanical. Pilot Edge for 2024. Daniel, I was talking about that earlier. I was like, maybe I should fire up the Pilot Edge for a little bit. Now, Pilot Edge is a great tool. There's no doubt about it. We might have to. We might fire it up. We'll see. Give me another beer. I can buy any level controller. Unique ground tower first. Yeah, yaw is wonky for sure. Shaq, that'd be awesome, man. I'll throw you in the Discord. We'll do, you'd be like the voice. Yeah, that would be pretty funny, actually, Shaq. Yeah, Ivam, it just didn't look natural. Now, this looked pretty decent here. I want to pay attention to the speed. We'll watch the outside view in a second. Look at those rocks. Oh, my gosh. That is stunning. Let's see. Pay attention to the speed on this one, and then we'll actually look for a touchdown. So right here, I felt scared, so I pitched it up hard. That's probably realistic. That was me being a monkey. Now, here we go. Right at 90. Touchdown at 90. There it is, 85 knots, and we're slipping over. And now this is part of Microsoft trying to recover from that. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. I mean, how about this view though coming in? Actually, let's watch it from the window because can't really see much. Alright, so there was me ham fisting, and we go ahead, we scutter stabilized. 3-pointer. Oh, not really. Ooh! I'll tell you what, it's challenging. With the PC, you almost have to use the rudders at the same time as you use the ailerons. I notice it works very well, and there isn't that much slip at lower speeds. Have to use... Okay, so I remember reading something about that, and I couldn't quite understand it. I might have to revisit that, because I think that's what you're talking about. Using the rudder, because there's some kind of interconnect, right?
Sync rate.
I'm going to check it out, Daviator. They are linked, Team Vodka. Team Vodka, how was your landing? So the flight... I'm not mad about the flight model. It's just that I feel like I can tell when there's a flight mode change from ground to flight. That's what I feel like I'm feeling. You can even see trees laying down there. A little bit of crosswind from the left. Hold on. Hold on. All right, we good with the replay? Actually, hold on. Watch this. Pause it. I'm going to fly this approach again. Watch this. So now I'm going to stop replay. So now we're flying. Okay, we're back. We're flying live. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to use aileron with rudder, you said, right? So here we are. We're live. We're not in replay mode. We're actually flying. Let me check my speed. Flaps are down. Let me see if I can slow down a little bit too. Alright, so I'm using quite a bit of right rudder here. Wind is pretty much straight down the runway, a little bit from the left. Weird right there. So I'm almost full right rudder. Okay, this is interesting. So there's no yaw after touchdown there. Hold on. Let me replay again. That'll just bring us back to flight. Let's try this again. So this is still the replay going right now. I'm going to run the replay forward, resuming replay. This is all replay. This is all replay. And I'm going to stop the replay. All right, replay is stopped again. We're going to try again. This is round 3. All right, yep, I have control. I'm going to come all the way to the right here. Let's come to the right.
Sync rate.
I could almost feel it happening at 100 knots. I don't know. Maybe it's the yoke. Maybe it's this TCA yoke is not really conducive to the TBN or to the PC-12. The way they have the, I don't know. Maybe it's just not feeling natural because it's moving pendular. I don't know. All right, so we started way right. We're nice and straight now. I've got a decent amount of right rudder in to stay center line. A little bit pitchy and a little bit twitchy in the pitch axis. I might need to add a little bit of a curve. Let's fly it down. Fly it down. All right, now I'm going left aileron. Well, that was ugly. Power to idle. Let's just see if we can touch her down and stay straight. Let's just see if we can stay straight. So I wanted to shoot to the left. One more time. Reset. Hold on, I'm going to stop. Let's go into replay mode. Auto trim is negating your rudder input. Okay. What I'm going to do here real quick, I'm going to pause replay. I'm going to change my pitch axes here a little bit. I'm actually going to remove my aileron curve. I think I have aileron curve. I don't need that. I'm feeling too sluggish. So sensitivity, well, it's pretty much, it is linear. Okay. Let me get rid of that dead zone actually. And let me get rid of that reactivity. Let's move it up to 95. Well, actually, let's go straight 100 on it because it felt like I was fighting the roll. So that's there. Pitch, however, let's add some more. Whoops, what'd I do? What'd I do? Go back, go back. What the hell did I do here? Neutral, 0, dead zone 2, minus, let's go 20 curve. Let's go 20. You know what? I don't even need, probably need more in this one. 25. Let's make them equal. We'll go 20 and 20, 2 dead zone. Bump. I feel like almost feel like there's too much. All right. We're replay mode, resume replay. We're still in replay. Ailerons in the wind. Yeah, I don't have any of this issue. I don't have any of these issues with a TBM. But I'm not saying that that's, you know, we're going to figure it out together. I'm going to stop replay. Okay, so now we're live. We're hand flying. I've re-clicked on the screen. We're good. I'm going to slow up too. So we're going to come back to the right. I'm actually going to intentionally do a side slip here. Let's get down. So I get down on speed. We're going to come down. That's not working out. We're just increasing speed. Oh, that's because the power. I didn't move the power lever. All right, let's go full TBM mode. Watch this. We'll start PC12 mode. Look at this. Look at this.
Sync rate.
Yeah,
Sync
check.
rate.
Sync rate check.
Sync rate.
Sync rate check. Sync rate check.
Sync rate.
That's how you fly free. Right here. Too high. Never heard of her. All right, start working it out. Get a little power in there. I'm almost full aft. Ah. Yeah. That actually felt better. That actually felt better. One more. One more. Pause it, move it forward, resume replay. That's loaded in. Okay, now I'm going to stop replay. My aircraft, throttle's coming up. I'm going to get down early. One more, last one. Here we go. I'm actually going to start the recording again.
Sync
We're going to
rate.
record a new one.
Sync rate.
Yep, all right, this is recording. All right, we're back in it. I wanted to get down nice and low so we can come in at about 90
Sync
knots.
rate.
So I feel like at
Sync
90
rate.
knots, I feel a noticeable change in the flight model. For some reason, I feel like at 90 knots, I feel a change. So like, yeah, we're looking good. Still a little twitchy, but come on, baby, right on the paint. Eee, a little long. She's a squirrely bird, man. I mean, we're all right. We'll watch that replay. Maybe I just need more practice. I probably just need more practice. So SWS said there was still an issue, a slight issue. All right, let's watch this last one. Let's see how we did. Oh, then I'm out of here. I don't know. I think it's a combination of me understanding this interlink here and getting more practice and maybe a little bit of a bug. I think it's a combination of all three. Because it's not bad, it's just, I feel like I need to do this for an hour to kind of get it dialed in. And this is the first airplane where I feel like my TCA yoke is actually working against me. Still a little flat. Not bad, though. The sounds, though. Those sounds, though. All right.
Warning, prop pitch.
Guys,
Sync rate.
gals, thank you.
Sync rate.
This was a fun little testing late night stream. I got to get out of here. It's 8 o'clock. It's
Sync
time to
rate.
roll. I appreciate y'all
Sync
for hanging
rate.
out. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the membership gifts, the super chats, the bank angle checks. Y'all have been a lot of fun tonight. We'll be back later this week with some more fun stuff, no doubt about it. So, until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Don't piss off VATSIM. I got to go home and eat something. I'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow. We'll see if we can whip up something juicy. Maybe back in the fly-by-wire. I want some more fly. I'm itching for some fly-by-wire. All right, we'll see y'all. Soup.
Sync rate. Sync rate.